Arne, just on Alex, obviously it's been a tough first season for him here. They're trying to get up to speed, and then he had the groin problem earlier on. Yeah, how much support do you think he's going to need to help him get through this? And are you still confident he can play a part in the back end of the season?
Yeah. The last thing I am. And the first thing, yeah, it's been a really challenging and difficult period for him. I think you join a new club. Usually, when you join a new club, he was very excited, of course, as well. But you want to show immediately all the qualities you have. But that was simply impossible. Maybe no one understands, but if you haven't trained for 3 or 4 months on a serious level with the team, and you are playing in this league, you're not playing in I don't know where, but in this league you need to be on top of your game to impact a game of football, and that took, which we all knew, months before we could bring him there, because there was no pre-season. There were games. No time hardly any time to train. So we always knew that it would take him time, and that's why it's he's so unlucky that he's now injured, because I think we all saw with his goal against West Ham, with this goal, that he got closer and closer to the player he was last season at Newcastle. But yeah.
Florian okay?
Yeah.
Was that just cramp when he went off late on?
Yeah. Another example of a player that has to play a lot, and is adjusting better and better to the Premier League. But in an ideal world, maybe I could have rested him a little bit more. But okay, he will be there for us again on Saturday.
We don't actually. It's a difficult one, because there's quite a bit of information on Tino. We're waiting to sort of get full clarification. We're hoping it's not serious at all and he can resume training quite quickly. But before sort of confirming that, we want to be sure we're right. So, I haven't got clarity on that, but hopefully it's good news.
You've been without a few other players, mostly defenders, but also goalkeeper Nick Pope. Is there a chance that Nick Pope is back in the squad for Man United?
There's a chance. I'd say he hasn't trained yet. We hope that he might train today. So let's see how he does.
And among those defenders is Sven Botman, who I think it was a couple of weeks ago you told us had an injection in his back. How has he responded to that, and is he near to making a matchday squad?
Yeah, Sven would be in the category of a group of players that's doing well. And again, we hope to get him back pretty soon. When that day is, I'm not 100% sure. Again, he hasn't trained with the group yet. But potentially good news. I don't think it's too far away.
It's interesting that we're approaching Christmas and you've been in such a busy period, but you've actually got now the longest break between matches that you've had, with the exception of international weeks, since August. Is that a nice thing to have? I think it's 5 days without playing in between Chelsea and Manchester United, a luxury that you haven't really had all season.
Yeah, strange feeling actually for us, because we've just got in that rhythm of playing and very quickly turning that around and preparing another game almost straight away. So it's been nice to have a couple of days without that intense feeling that you always have when you're playing. Giving the players a chance just to come down from what is always a high from playing, the adrenaline that goes with a match. So I think it's been a good time, but it's also an important time that we don't lose our rhythm that I feel we've generated since the last international break. Bar one performance, I think it's been really positive. So breaking games 5 days. The challenge today, as we resume training, is to pick up the rhythm again.
Today, so he will be back. JP will train tomorrow, so he should be back. And then we have, luckily, the two suspended players of the yellow cards back. Mats Vifa is okay, so we have to wait day for day. We have to go day to day and follow the procedure we have to follow, but he looks quite positive, quite well, so I think that he also will be available. Why should we change is the question, because we we know the issue. The issue is we have to overcome the consistency thing. We have to play for 90 minutes well. We have to understand that it's about scoring goals. It's about defending the goal. It's about doing the small margins right, and not only for 10 or 15 minutes. It's about doing it for 90, 92 minutes, 93 minutes. And I think if we are doing this, we are very difficult to beat. If we're doing this, we can play a good season, but we have to start doing these kind of things, and we have to understand how important like the small margins are. But I see a team with a lot of effort. I see a team training hard. I see a team with big potential, and we proved it in every game so far that we can beat every team in the league. And that's why should we change something? We have to be honest to ourselves. We have to reflect and analyze the games with big honesty, with big ownership from us individual and from us as a group. But on the other side, we also have a big self-belief and a big self-confidence that we can beat every team in the league, and that's also what we try to do at Saturday.